Hey everyone, this is part 3 of my Sling AirTV DVR explained, both DVRs explained video. I've got other videos that explain the AirTV a little bit more. I'll put that up at the top. And let's get into the concept first of what it's doing. Then I'll show you how to physically record and how to pull those recordings and a little bit more of everything that's going on. So the AirTV is a cloud, the $5 DVR is a cloud DVR service. Nothing is recorded on here. It's all pulled from the cloud. The over-the-air service is free. You have to have the tuner and a hard drive. 50 or 60 gig minimum for the hard drive. It's reformatted to an unknown partition, Android extended. I don't know much about. If there's anyone out there that can pull that those shows off, I would really like to know. So put that, if you know, please put some comments talking about that. So the cloud DVR has like 50 hours, and then this is only over the air is only limited by your size of your hard drive. And you can all get to that with going to the little gear in the top. So I'm going to hit the back button to get up top. You go to the gear, and I'm going to hit the gear or the Sling TV Settings. And then here you are. You get to see a percentage bar, how many hours you've got left, used, how much free. That's for the over-the-air. Go to the cloud DVR. That shows you the percentage and in hours, and you can manage from there. So let's go hit the back button. Back out of that. So let's actually go back to the guide. Now here are the over-the-air channels, and they work the same when recording. Although I haven't been able to, since I've got the new DVR service, I haven't been able to play the over-the-air. But let's go to the top. Let's find something here. If you wanted to record something, you would just hit the OK button or the info. Let's hit the info. And it will give the information. You hit OK again. So then that will give you all episodes, new episodes, or this episode only to record. Then you would choose one, and then if it's on set to record right now, it will record. But let me get out of this. You can go forward and set all your shows. I've gone a week in advance. You can set all kinds of shows in advance, and I think as far as out I've gone is like 6 or 7 days, but I think it can go further. I just didn't want to go that far, or I haven't needed to. And you can set these on your laptop through your Sling TV, through your browser. You can set your shows that way if you're on the road or on your cell phone. So I think I did the concept. Okay, how to, let me hit the back button, get up here, go to My TV, and here is the recordings. If you go this way one, you can manage all your recordings, like getting rid of them. Once they hit the limit, they'll start deleting the most viewed ones, I believe. So if you've seen most of it, it'll delete that one. So you might want to make sure you manage this first before it gets overloaded. so it's not deleting something you wanted to save. But I think they say that these are only saved for 30 days. I haven't hit the 30 days, so I haven't really seen them delete anything yet. Now, when I had this before, I had the over-the-air and not the $5, the over-the-air channels would be where those recorded programs would be right where I'm at, right here. So I'm not exactly sure how to get to these to view them. Now, when I manage, I can go to the skipped, and they'll appear. So I know they're there, but I just can't access them. Once I have this $5 package, I don't see them anywhere that I can actually run and play it. So if anyone knows, put some comments down and clue me in on how to navigate to get to those. So those stay, the over-the-air stay forever. I mean, until you run out of space. So I don't know if I need to turn off the cloud DVR to access these. I'm not exactly sure. So just be aware that can happen. So let me get back out, hit the back button. Oh, in the other videos, you'll notice device settings. Whenever this, every day, this could sit and spin and error out. If you have any weirdness of this playing and it doesn't play your shows, any weirdness, go to the gear, device settings, go to about, and then restart. All your if you're recording right now off of the over-the-air, it will mess it up. But on the cloud DVR, it's all recorded on the cloud, so you can reboot this and restart it at any time if you're just using the cloud DVR. If you're recording over the air, I would not restart it at this time. I'd wait till nothing's recording. And you'll have to do this probably every day so it works right. Sometimes it'll last a couple of days depending on how much I use it. If I use it a lot, it will tend to error out. I don't know what the error is, why it sits and spins, but once I restart it, it seems to be working a lot better. You can get the guide from up here. There's a little record. Whenever something's recording, there'll be, like in the blue box down below underneath the title, there'll be a recording or whatever status. Like if this one was recording, it'd have set to record, and if you're already on the time, it'll say recording now, something like that. And like I said, how you get to it is you go to My TV and the recording should be right there. Why the over-the-air doesn't show up, I don't know. Okay, a little bit about the box here. A lot of times I don't do too much recording using this because it's so hard to, now that the $5 DVRs here, I can't really pull it off. So I recommend several videos. View TV AT300, and I'll put those videos in the corner up there, and there's a whole series of them. They record the raw transport stream format, and you can pull them off, edit, make your own MP4 or anything you like with them. But that's usually what I do. So I recommend the View TV if you want to do something extra other than just view. And like I said, this is having trouble viewing what I've recorded so far, so you might want to go to that converter box. I had a little trouble with their HDMI that they sent to me. This would go black, and it was all because of a bad HDMI. So I had to get a better quality HDMI, and now it works fine. I didn't have to send it in. But before the cloud DVR, basically what I was doing, I would have a show come up and I'd hit play it, but then hit pause right away. Then it would record the show, and then I'd save it for a day or whatever, and go back, and it'd be kind of like cheating, like the little DVR, or if you didn't have it, it's kind of be a little mini DVR. But it would make this really hot to touch, very hot. And this is enclosed. There's no air holes. So I put a heat sink on here because heat is death for electronics. So I'm glad I went to the DVR, if you're thinking about the DVR, because it doesn't get as hot doing it that old way, that cheating way. DVRs or the cloud DVR is much safer. And also, when you turn this off, it's more of a standby. So I don't know if I think it still has the HDMI on. If you're using any switchers, it'll show it's on. And the USBs. So when it records the over the air, it will turn this on and start recording. And I don't know if it shows it's turned on, but it does record. Even if you turn this on standby mode or off, it will turn on and record. Now, I don't do a lot of that, so what I do is I will unplug, when this is a standby or off mode, I unplug both these USBs, because the AirTV tuner stays on all the time, and it does get hot as well. So that's up to you. If you don't use it much, I would definitely recommend taking these two off if you're not using them, because when this is on, you can just plug it in and it should work. I recommend having a computer fan away from any heat source, elevated if you can on a rack, and a PC fan. There's one on Amazon. It has a off, low, medium, and high. I use that one right now on my router and internet, because those get real hot. So I recommend a fan on these. Take this off. So that's about the unit that I really didn't add to the previous videos I've done. So let's go back to this. So the over-the-air DVRs I haven't really gotten to watch much. I need to ask Sling TV or AirTV about that, if I need to turn off the DVR in order to watch it. But if you use a USB for the standard definition, it is fine. It won't mess up the frame rate or anything like that. But anything with 720p or higher, you need a fast thumb drive and a fast hard drive. And this has to be a USB 2.0 only for both USB and hard drive. So you can use a VisionTech, that's more of a solid state thumb drive, and that has just as fast or faster read writes than this hard drive. So there is a workaround if you wanted to go a little bit more expensive thumb drives, like in the $100 range. It's more like a SD card you could put an operating system on and have a portable operating system on. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about, and it gets really hot. So there's that possibility. So if you've got the cloud DVR, I don't think you're going to have much luck recording. It does record, but how to play them, I haven't seen where on in the My TV section where it shows up. It used to show up where the cloud DVR is, and so these shows do not show up. So just be aware that if you get the cloud DVR, it might hamper this. So that's why I mentioned the ViewTV AT-300 series, because you can do a lot more with that. And this tuner, it needs a certain quality. A lot of these, like even the HD Home Run, need a 60% signal rate in order to record. The ViewTVs go to the bare minimum. They're the best. even if it dips down to 45%, you still should get a good signal. So I highly recommend that. Anything more I need to talk about? If you have any insight into the over-the-air or anything I didn't cover today, please put it in the comments, and I'll try to research it and make another part to the Sling AirTV video. If you got any tips for me, please put them in the comments section. So that should cover how to record, the concept. It's on the cloud here. You need a internet about 1 megapixel a second. Probably that's what I use on here. Of course, I've got a faster signal at my home, but I wouldn't go any lower than this. So DSL, you might have trouble using the cloud DVR. It might have to cache a little bit longer, but with a 1 megapixel, there's hardly any caching involved, just a little bit. So internet speed is important when you're sending those from the cloud to here. That makes a difference, the speed. I think that's it. I hope this has been helpful. If there's any more videos, I'll let you know. Keep coming back to the TheIDBand channel for more. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. And hope this has been helpful. And catch you next time on the TheIDBand channel that has great media, videos, and hardware. Have a good one.